Hello there, Wargame enthusiasts, and welcome back to, well, something that's not Combat Mission Red Thunder. This is Battle Academy 2, and it's not Combat Mission Red Thunder because my usual opponent is currently taking his time making the next turn. Because of some real world stuff like work and things that he has to take care of. And in that case, I'm left with some free time in the afternoons, and I've been playing other games because, to be honest, Combat Mission is kinda. It's not the best game to play against the AI, let's say. Anyways, so I picked up this game a while back. I was actually searching for something to replace Steel Panthers. I was a big fan of the Steel Panthers series. Well, not a huge fan, but certainly a fan. And I've been looking for a spiritual successor of sorts, and this is the game that popped in my radar, I guess. So it's not anything like Steel Panthers. It's a much more simplified game, a much more abstracted game, but nevertheless, I've enjoyed it quite a lot. And it's not like Steel Panthers didn't have its own problems, of which I could go at length, but I will not. Yeah, so I picked this up and I've been playing it around, and it's been quite fun and quite interesting, quite entertaining, and actually I finished one of the campaigns here. And as I was beginning the next campaign, I thought, well, why not give a shot at recording a sort of longer video? I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it that well, but we'll see whether my rambling is at all interesting. Anyway, so we're going to start the winter counteroffensive here, and I'm going to try and play all of it, really. And I'm not sure how I'm going to split the battles up. I'm not sure if I can just play one battle per video or what, but yeah, I will do something like that. I'm certainly not going to edit anything, so my editing skills are not that great. So let's hope my commentary skills are slightly better. Anyway, so looking at this tank here, which says Motherland right on the side, the winter counteroffensive, Zhukov's counterstroke. In December 1941, the Soviets halted the Axis advance a few kilometers away from Moscow. The Germans, having expected a quick summer victory, are ill-prepared for the rigors of a Russian winter. With their enemy paralyzed by cold and fresh reserves released from the Siberian front, the Red Army prepares to turn the table on the invaders. Yeah, so the winter counteroffensive in 1941, which is like Operation Mars, I think, certainly a period in the history of the front that tends to be neglected. But a very important one. I think it was in one of David Glance's lectures that he said this was the crucial point at which it became obvious that the German advance would have to be halted, and that potentially they would not win the war, or even which became possible then for them to lose. So, Hero City, November 1941. Soviet regulars and militia desperately defend a small city strategically located on the road to Moscow. They have been blocking the German advance for days. Now the sound of massed panzers can be heard in the distance, and the defenders prepare to sell their lives dearly. There will be no retreat. Or in other words, Ni shagu nazad. The last words of many a Soviet soldier, I assume. Or commander, more like. And we get these gold stars here. So each of these gold stars represent an additional objective too, except for the scenario objectives, which you can complete to get, well, some extra geek cred, I guess. Anyway, if we win without losing a single VP, we get a gold star. We get another one for destroying 30 units. And we get one more for destroying 12 tanks. And the mission itself, as it loads slowly. Yeah, so I actually played this mission once before, and I failed miserably at it, so I'm taking another swing right now. And I have some information, so I know what's going to happen more or less, or where the attacks are going to be, which is actually where the arrows show you, so it's not a huge advantage. Anyways, we need to deploy our troops in a defensive position in the outskirts of the city. The enemy will attack from this direction, and then from here. Oh, by the way, look, this game allows me to record my mouse. Isn't that cool? Combat Mission doesn't allow me to do that, so you can see me dance. Anyways. So first the Germans come from here, and then we need to hold all our VPs for victory, which is not true because we need to hold, I think, 5, I think? I don't know, it will say there. And this is the screen where we choose our troops. So yeah, if you're thinking of comparing this to Steel Panthers, this is a very, very simplified thing compared to what Steel Panthers does. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up some guns. I think three guns, sorry. That would be nice. I don't think we're going to invest in trucks though for moving them around. I think once they get stuck, they get deployed, they get stuck in there. Or maybe one truck. I don't know. Those are 45mm anti-tank guns, so they are barely sufficient for penetrating German armor. We've got these 30 guns, which have a much better gun on them, the 57mm anti-tank gun, which is a great threat to German armor. But the ZIS 30 itself is not that great of an armored vehicle. It's barely an armored vehicle, really. It's a gun on wheels, or rather on tracks. You can blow it up by basically anything, and it's not too fast, and it's not too maneuverable, and it doesn't have that great of a range either. But it's better than nothing. A mortar, 82mm Soviet mortar, fires smoke and anti-personnel projectiles. Let's see, that's great. And now we can pick up some infantry or something. Alright, so these Molotov cocktail militia, certainly useful and cheap. That's two guys with a bunch of Molotov cocktails. They can be great anti-tank units, if nothing else. Scouts, quite useful. They have 2 anti-tank charges, which you can see right here. That's 2 anti-tank charges. And they have some armor penetration rating and stuff like that. They can be transported, they ambush, they're fast, and they can scout ahead, which is more or less irrelevant to our current situation. Anyways, let's pick up another infantry unit. Militia, they only have 1 of these anti-tank charges, which is really most of the time not enough to take care of the armor. What else? An anti-aircraft gun and another anti-aircraft gun. The difference in cost is minimal, so let's go for this one. It's a 76mm anti-aircraft gun, which could possibly be used for anti-tank warfare as well, although it's mounted on trucks, so it probably won't survive if it misses. Don't ask me how I know that. Anyways, and that leaves us with 85 points, which we can use on getting these HTZ 16 tanks, which, to be honest, I've never heard of before, but apparently it's just a tractor with a gun on it and a bunch of armored plating stuck to the sides and front. Not the best thing ever for armored warfare, but does have a punch. We can pick up another 45mm gun, which might be what I'd be doing. Because these, if they can survive long enough, they can do quite a lot of damage. So I think I'll pick that one. That leaves me 44 points left, and for 45 points we can get a truck. We can get one of those HTZ tanks. I honestly don't know how that's even supposed to be pronounced, even. We can get, for a Maxim gun, maybe an anti-tank rifle. I don't want any anti-tank rifles. The PTRD rifle is obsolete by basically the beginning of the war even, I'd say. So maybe we'll switch this for this, get a machine gun based anti-aircraft gun rather than the big gun, and that leaves us 50 points, and with 50 points we can do what? Well, we can get this. So let's take one of them, just for the fun of it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we're doing. Yep. We also get some reinforcements after a while. I think after like 8 turns or something like that, which will certainly be helpful. Anyways, let's start deploying. Right, so this is what we'll spend the rest of the battle in. It's it's deployment phase now, but that's what the game looks like. And to be honest, this graphical style that they're using here initially threw me off. I was quite hesitant to pick up the game just for the style it uses, but it's very cartoony, and it sort of symbolizes the rest of the game as well. But it sort of grows on you, I guess, is the word. Um, right. So we're going to. What are we going to do here? We've got this direction. This is going to be the secondary, where the secondary attack is coming from. This secondary attack needs to be repulsed before they get to the southwest part of town. Then there's also this bit. This bit is going to be where the primary attack is going to strike. This primary attack will be a huge pain in the ass to get rid of, and we need to get rid of it before they get to the factory here. So this is going to be a highly contested spot that's not very well defended because we don't have any forward positions there. So we're going to have to stop them right here. And for that, we're going to move this gun here. This gun will turn in this direction, I guess this direction. There we go. We've got some militia here. We've got some snipers here. We're going to put the snipers down somewhere else. Got some more militia. Let's put the sniper. Can we put the sniper here? Not really. Could put the sniper here. Alright. We've got some Molotov cocktail armed people. The Molotov cocktail armed people are best moved to where they can do damage. So something like here. This tank is not a great help. It's mostly something you can use anti-infantry, I think, because it just won't survive a whole lot of time with that crappy armor on it. I mean, it's not an actual tank, is what I'm saying. Now these guys will move back here. The T-28. The T-28 will move something like here, I guess. Maybe here. Maybe not. You will go here. So you're just out of range, I think. Now, the militia here. Militia, even more militia. The light machine gun here. We're going to put the militia here. Sniper here, alright. Scouts. Militia. Rifle. Now the rifles are a pretty good asset. They are able to actually take care of enemy anti-tank, enemy armor, as well as enemy infantry. They are generally better trained than militia. So yeah, we might use them there. Actually, let's swap you guys. So no, that's a light machine gun. I want my light machine gun to go. I'd love them to go on those trees. Not gonna happen though. Let's see now. Here. And the militia can go back here. The scouts, I think here-ish. Maybe that's a good place for the light machine gun, and the scouts will put it down here. Alright. I doubt they'll have any opportunity to use that, to use those anti-tank charges over there, but it's certainly a thing. Now the mortars, and I kind of don't know how... Can I tell from here what range the mortars are? Is this the range somewhere? Nope. So I don't want them too far in front, but obviously I don't want them too far in the back either, because then they won't be able to fire with their mortars. So I put them here, and they can move up a little tiny bit if if that's necessary. So rifle militia. There we go. Here's another Molotov cocktail. We put them here, so if anyone's trying to get through here to, like, let's say, take the park, we'll have them. Now these guys... Let's put them here-ish. We might remove them and move them back here or something when the need arises. Right. These guys here as well we're going to put on hold fire so they don't actually attack any of the enemy too quickly. The Molotov cocktails back there. The rifles can be here, the Molotov cocktails back here. Right. The rifles up here. More Molotov cocktails down up here. What else have we got? So we've got these rifles. If we move them too far back, we're not going to be able to use them. So actually let's do this. Let's swap these guys for the militia. Let's put the militia here and let's put the rifles back here. So, because I know there'll be heavy fighting for this. I mean, this is just too forward a position to not incur a lot of enemy presence very quickly. So it's definitely going to need to be defended. Now this tank, I think I'll move it here, although the snow makes it very difficult to move around. So once we move, so if we put the T-28 over here, we're not going to be able to withdraw it in good time if we need to. So that might not be a good idea. How about we put it up here? That should give us the ability to at least move it back, or maybe here. Maybe that's a good idea. It's going to give it some directional cover. That's going to be good. And this guy. Yeah, pretty sure I'll not be using this guy for very much, but we'll see, I guess. Alright, let's put some hold fires on you. Sniper, militia, scout, militia. Yeah, let's leave you here. We might just have to withdraw you later on, but that's fine. And the mortars. LMG, LMG. I think I prefer the LMG in here and the militia in here, so that militia can fire at the infantry approaching, and the LMG can also do that as well. Anyways, and you. Anyways, that's our deployment. So let us begin. Click. Right, and now the game begins. We see some of the first German units as the Soviet soldier screams, "Here they come!" Our gun fires from ambush. So whenever the gun fires and it says ambush, it means it hasn't been spotted, which is preferable to being spotted and then receiving German fire. There we go! First target destroyed. Good job from our ZIS-30 gun. That's a pretty good result for first turn. Now, you can fire here. You haven't been spotted, actually. Except you suck at shooting. Now the gun's been spotted, which is bad news. But it seems that the enemy isn't in contact yet, so maybe they won't do a whole lot of damage to us. Now on the assertive sidebar here we have some additional things we can do. We can lay down artillery fire, 152mm artillery fire, which is why can't I pronounce the word artillery when I'm speaking fast? I have no idea. 152 artillery fire. We can place that down. It's going to fire somewhere within that square. It's quite deadly, but it's usually best to use against swarms of enemies rather than just now, when there's only a couple of units there. We can patch up some of our casualties. That basically gives infantry a +1 man in there. So like these guys here, they have 5 men currently in them. If they lose a guy, we can use the medic to patch one guy up and give them an extra guy. Well, replenish their guys. We can replenish their anti-tank charges, and we can rally their morale if they are flagging for whatever reason. You can fire. And neither can you. Alright. That's our turn. The enemy's moving back. Alright. And we see enemy tanks. Deflected shot. Yeah, that's the problem with our guns. They're not very good at penetrating armor. Now, this guy... has these two guys in range. Oh, so we want to destroy 12 tanks, 30 units, and not lose a single VP to get our gold stars, but we need to hold 5 VPs total to win the battle, and we need to do that for 22 more turns. It's going to get progressively more difficult. Okay, we can fire without being fired at, which is great. And so can you. Ambush. Too bad. No effect. Alright. Let's see now. We can put down some, I think, artillery fire here. It's going to take it 2 turns to arrive. And I think by then they're going to move up somewhere here-ish. So let's take that chance. I hate artillery being wasted. Now they can fire back. And now they're destroyed our ZIS-30 gun. That's how vulnerable they are, and these German tanks are bloody crack shots, and our tanks pretty much suck. So, I mean, our crews suck. The tanks well, they may or may not be the best tanks ever, but they can't hit for shit. Boom, boom, nothing happened. You fire.
Deckung bleiben! Hol mich hier raus!
Okay. We're not going to fire with you. We'll let them get in a little closer, I think. Yep. Pretty sure that's what we're going to do. Anyway, that's a turn. Next turn is going to be artillery fire. Can't do anything else really. They spotted our gun, which is bad. They're going to open fire at it. It may or may not survive the onslaught, but... and here's our artillery firing at the square we specified. Not really that very effective, but, well, entertaining at least. Vaguely entertaining anyway. Let's see. Let's try to get this Panzer IIIJ. Crap. And let's reverse. Panzer IIIJ, come on! Crap. That's not happening. And someone's poking me on the Googles. Well, nothing interesting there. Anyways, let's try and shoot up some enemy tanks. Let's go for this Panzer IV. Fortunately spotted and deflected. Not good, not good at all. 2 deflected shots. That's not great. Let's get your morale up, just because we can. You can't do anything just yet. Can we get you in position to attack this this SDKFZ without being attacked by this Panzer IIIJ? Probably not. So let's just continue. There we go, another of our ZIS-30 gone. It might just be that I'm not using them very well, but gun is suppressed. Hopefully it will survive in there. Nope. Lost your gun. So it begins. It's a very tough battle, I find. It's just... there's a lot of the enemy, there's not a lot of you, and whatever units you were given, and pretty crap. So, there we go. Now let's try this. So basically, as long as this gun stays in ambush, it's fine. Whenever it loses its ambush position, it's gonna be trouble. Let's try this. Let's try this again. Deflected. Okay. It's not great. Let's turn this tank sort of this direction. Let's not move you at all. And get reinforcements in 3 turns. Alright, we are going to need them. We're going to... Ah, shit. That is the exact wrong direction to run away from Germans. Right into their sights. There we go, tank lost. Got nothing left. Except the hit is 16 or whatever it was. Yeah, 16. Hits 16. Okay, they're firing blindly at wherever we are. So we're going to redeploy. No point being fired at for no reason. Let's move back here. There's just no point for being fired at for no good reason. Fire! And we're spotted. So, yeah, we're not. They were shooting at us anyway. Anyways. Well, we've got 1 tank. That's something. Let's pick you up. Fine. Alright, let's start putting down some mortar fire on you guys. No. Pretty sure a mortar could destroy one of those SDKFZ bathtubs, but it's not gonna happen yet. Hold fire. Yep, Soviet militia here. Actually going to... No, we're not. Alright, so that's that. Next turn. Reinforcements in 2 turns. Also artillery, I think, in 1 turn. But probably no gun until then. Well, suppressed the bathtub. Another enemy group has been spotted. Huzzah! Because we didn't have enough to deal with yet. And if they go around our defenses, we're screwed. But they might not. Alright. So that's that. Question is, do I fire with this guy or not? Well, let's see. Let's put down some more fire on these guys. Maybe I should start using my smoke then. Too late now. I am thinking they're still gonna be here next turn, or in 2 turns. Can't do anything with you. Nope. Here is still safe, and we've got 2 guns here, that's great. So basically, these Soviet Molotov cocktails there, I had some good experiences using them, so I'm hanging some hopes on them, let's say. But I don't know how smart that is. We'll move you guys back a little bit because I don't think you're going to be useful there. And the reinforcements next turn. There was a Stuka dive bomber, and we managed to drive it off with our magnificent, Z-Struck. There we go. A Gaz 4M anti-aircraft truck, meaning 4 machine guns basically. Now they found our tank. Oh wow, it hit something. That's like the first time I've ever seen it do that. Okay, our gun is still active. Light damage suppressed. Has no machine gun left. We're going to withdraw it from there altogether, I think. It certainly can't go toe-to-toe with even one of these German tanks. It can be easily destroyed by a Panzer II, I think. So yeah, we're just going to move it back somewhere. Just keep it somewhere else. And reinforcements have arrived. What have we got? We have got another 45mm, a bunch of infantry, and a T-28. The best tank ever. Except for performance, I mean. So I love the form factor of the tank, I hate the performance of the tank. It looks lovely, it's based on the, was that Oh god, that British tank design. It's, I think, stolen or licensed or whatever. Same thing, really. But yeah, so it's great. It's also very slow because it's an infantry tank. It's not designed to move fast. It's got light armor and it's got a 45mm gun on top, which is, as you saw, very nearly useless in this stage at this stage of the war. So yeah, we can't even withdraw that far. So we're probably done for with that guy. Now you guys, you're spotted. Bad news there. And you're dead. There we go. Game over for you. Mortars. Let's put down some mortars here. No. Oh, how about here? Yeah, I really should have used that smoke to shield the gun from fire as they approach, I think. But I'm not that smart. Anyways, let's give you back your firing ability, just in case they sort of land there. Alright, that's fine. It's a lot of enemy units. No one needs patching up yet. Alright. I think most of my reinforcements will actually go to this part of the battle. But it remains to be seen. There we go. Words are hard. Alright. You can see some Germans advancing, some infantry, some tanks. Another enemy group has been spotted. Oh goody. Ah! Run away! Nope. There we go. Artillery strike now. Yes? Artillery strike? Yes? Oh dear. Okay. Still moving. Alright. 152 artillery. Oh, they destroyed something. Good news. Suppressed something, destroyed something more. Did we just destroy the same unit 3 times? Is that it? Well, it's still better than nothing. Alright. So, the thing is, we want to get rid of these guys, but we want these guys to start firing randomly at the Germans. Now, I'd hate for them to move just into that next square, so I'm thinking what to do there. Yeah, all our tanks are gone. We can put down some mortar fire on these guys. There we go.
In Deckung bleiben.
Casualties and suppressed. Best things. Alright. Let's see, what can we do? Well, we can move up these guys. We can certainly move them up. Yeah, so like I said, I'm worried about that factory being overrun just now, just in the next turn. But it could happen, it could very well happen, so... And where's the T-26? Move! Go. Now, I know that whenever we get the T-26 somewhere in here, it's just going to die horribly. But we still have to try. So where are we going to put the gun, actually? I don't know. We're going to have to think about that by the next turn. I'm surprised we don't see any enemy presence here yet, but, well, they're not here. Alright. Another thing that bugs me is if the enemy just moves here, we are done for with our 1 star. So I'm hoping they don't, but I really don't know why they wouldn't. Can we move here safely? Yes, and it doesn't give us anything. Okay, well, fair enough. Can we move here safely, though. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now can we move you guys somewhere here without being spotted? Yes, okay. So you can try moving these guys further up here. Okay. Alright. Next turn. Yeah, they're approaching there. We are sort of ignoring them for the most part. Oh, good. Another enemy group has arrived. We were so inconvenienced by lack of their presence. No moving up with the tank to the factory, alright? None of that. That is cheating. That is forbidden. I want my gold star, damn it. Might be the only one I am able to achieve. 30 units, 12 tanks. God.
Не высовываться!
What the hell is going on? Why aren't you...
Не высовываться!
So the plan was...
Наш убить!
What?
Носилки!
The plan was... When they deploy here, all of my infantry fires at them so that they cannot respond. And so that they don't actually take what they took already. Jeez, that certainly did not happen. So let's get these back up to morale, let's get them back to full strength. We can fire at these guys here. We've got rifles though, that they'll be slightly better in doing that. We can try and kill this first. The thing is though, if we do fire, we're probably going to get slaughtered by everything else. So let's try this. Oh, and if they move back to factory, I'll be so pissed. Anyways. Yeah. It's the best thing I can do. They're suppressed.
Наш убить! Нас зачепли!
Yeah, everyone's firing at us now.
Спасите меня!
Oh, that's a flamethrower. We definitely have to take care of them. But on the other hand, they are slightly inconvenienced. And we could get this guy out of the way. Final average chance to kill is 0%. What? Can we move back here? Yes, we can.
Шляпнул одного!
Get rid of that. We are, however, more than decimated. Put these guys back up. They can fire now. Let's move the Soviet militia up here. And up here. Let's move you guys up here. We're going to need all the help we can get. Let's move you somewhere here so you can allow these guys to pass. Now, what is this? That's a Soviet rifle. Put you up here. That is a Soviet SMG. Even more useful. Put you down here. You can't get there though. We're going to move you here-ish. Deploy you here. And this gun. Still haven't figured out exactly where I want it. Now I can't move you out of the way. Maybe here? This building? I don't know, we might just move it later on when we figure out the angles here, but let's put you here. Soviet militia and Molotov cocktails. Waiting for these panzers here, trying to move through. Yeah, these guys are not going to fire yet. The mortars... Put the mortars down here, I think. Yep. Trying to get one of these damn bathtubs to... well, do anything, but this is not going to be a thing right now. Alright. So this gun's out of range, the other gun's out of range. Let's not start firing yet. We are mostly ineffective at that range anyway. Let's have them come closer. Alright.
На, зацепись!
Lost some units there, lost a truck. Trucks are irrelevant though. Oh, it got spotted already. That's just cheat.
Wir müssen in
Oh,
Deckung
heavy
bleiben.
damage. Good job. Immobilized. Great. Destroyed. Bloody hell. Just my luck. Alright, alright. But what can we do here? This is tough. Look at them. Not only they have like a numerical advantage of several to 1, they're also superior troops. How are we going to do this? Got the German
Sanitäter!
flamethrower. Alright, we're going to have to move out there. But we got the flamethrower team. The flamethrower teams are deadly as hell. Although I've never managed to use them correctly, but the AI uses them very well against me, so that's that. Yeah, somehow the AI is much more superior in using some particular types of troops. Now, you guys, you can attack him. You probably need to move out the way though, because that house is going to be fired at. You can fire. Alright, so you... Okay, let's do the smart thing now, and let's put down some smoke. Actually, no, let's fire here. There we go! Target destroyed. Amazing. And spotted now, okay. Don't die, okay. So we're going to put down some smoke. We're going to put down some smoke here. There we go. That should allow us to move in with the rest of our guys. Like here. Without being spotted. The SMGs. Also not spotted. You could use a bit of bolstering up, but I don't have it. Is this dumb? Well, 18% chance to hit, but a huge chance to get spotted though. Let's move you here. I'm going to try and move you up as well. But next turn. You actually get your truck over there. We maybe will be able to withdraw some units if it gets too sticky, but I honestly doubt it. Okay, you guys move over here. Alright. Now you guys, you would do well to assault that guy, but 10% chance is not huge. You, I think I need to move down here, but let's move you down here. I think you have a better chance of remaining unseen. Let's give you back your firing ability. Yeah, we don't need to worry too much about guys way in the back, but should I take it? Should I take this 10%? Yes, I should.
Насилки! Не
Mm,
высовываться!
so if you're
Трой!
counting, the answer to that was no, I shouldn't actually. But okay, we still got these guys here. We got these guys here. They're blocking the path through here, so they shouldn't be able to advance either way. We got some more reinforcements in the next 3 turns. Where's that T-26? Did I forget to move it last turn, actually? I don't remember. T-26. What's the call for T-26s? There we go. You move like there's no tomorrow. In like 3 turns, you'll get there and you'll get shot at and die. Alright, that's it. Next turn. Well, they know where we are. We have retreated into the snow, which is always a great idea. The open ground is always the best place to hide. This is a sound military tactic. Heavy damage, good job. And bad job, our gun got destroyed. They don't last that long, do
Raus
they?
hier!
Yeah, we are certainly losing ground here.
Не высовываться!
Okay, they suppressed our machine gun over there, which is fine, I guess. Now check what that tank is. The tank seems to be immobilized. Yep. Get them! Nah, bloody hell.
Наш убит! Нас
I
засекли!
swear to God, when I played the Germans, I never had that much luck with firing at infantry and stuff. They seem to always, when they spot me, they seem to always bloody hit. Yeah, retreat. That's a good move. There's only one of you left. Side shot, good job.
одного!
Well, whatever. I guess I don't have to get all of the gold stars. Yeah? How about you get back in shape? How about you? You've got 4 guys, you got 1 guy, you got 5 guys, but you're an SMG. You're a militia, you're a rifle. Rifles are more important than militia. Now, it's kind of dangerous. That's kind of where the words danger close come in. But I think this is where we're going to put down the artillery again. Let's see. Sniper, German MG34, German scouts, German infantry. Goodbye.
Scharfschütze!
Sharpshooter indeed, sir. Could we withdraw you from here? We could assault with this guy. Yeah, this truck has no point in being here. Let's try to get it destroyed, because what the hell? Not my best idea ever. Scouts. You guys. Let's go for the scouts. Mortar fire. That's ineffective. Oh, that's
Sanit, in Deckung
vaguely
bleiben!
effective. Suppression at least. That works. LMG here. Let's move you back here. Alright. I'm terribly frightened of moving any of my guys, actually, because they have a tendency to die on the move. Could we get you here without you dying? Yes, we can. Now, can we get you here? Without dying as well. That would be great. Thank you. Awesome job. Now let's just solve this.
Санитар!
Nope. Done for. Did anyone need a fix? There we go. We replenished their AT capability, whatever. One of those. Let's move you here. Let's try to get this guy out of the way. There we go. And they got a promotion. That's 4 tanks. 8 more to go, right? Jeez. We are so dead. Kill chance 0%. No point wasting our ammunition there. Problem with these guys is not that useful there. So let's move them back here, actually. There we go. Not only do they have a good place to ambush the enemy from here, they also have a place to retreat, which is very important. You guys back here, because there doesn't seem to be anyone coming that way. You can fire. And you over here. No one seems to be going this way. I guess nobody likes you. Where's that T-26? Did I move it up this turn yet? T-26. There we go. Move. Yep, 2 more turns, or maybe 3. Not more than 4 turns, and we're back in, or we're in action for the first time. Reinforcements in 2 turns. Got one of mine there. Fine. Continue taking care of that guy. That's a great idea. Certainly losing ground though. Destroyed. That's great. They don't know where I'm ambushing them from. Another unit gone. Yeah, they think I'm slightly to the left of my actual position. That's great. That can serve us great. Until we're spotted, we are gold. Because they'll be firing at the wrong position, so they won't be suppressing us until they spot us. That gives us basically a free hand until they spot us, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, they're firing at the wrong... No, they started firing at the last. Okay. Free launch is over. Yes, get those SDKFZs right there under my artillery thing. Good job, another one destroyed. Уничтожена indeed. Like the Dickens. You have got 1 more anti-tank charge, you have got 2 anti-tank charges, you have got 2 anti-tank charges, which is great. Alright. The mortar we will use. Oh, there we go. Another target destroyed. Courtesy of our sniper. Now these guys are coming through here, which is annoying as hell. Can we get some mortar fire on you or something? We kinda can. But... well, let's try it anyway. Just on the off chance that it sort of flavors to the wrong direction. No, that's the moment they decide to be accurate. Oh well. Never expect something good to happen from random chances. There we go. A motto to live by. Let's get this truck here just in case you're able to survive. No, even if you survive another turn, I'll be able to get there. Get to you and so where have we got kill chances? Here. Another one. Spotted. We're dead. But another unit down. And they aren't firing back actually, so good job us. Okay. Wow, I've been doing this for an hour. Wow, alright. Well, that's gonna be a huge file. That's that's certainly the thing. Okay, okay. So far, so good. No one seems to be bothering with the factory as of yet, so that's great. Do we want this rifle squad moved up here? Let's try it. Okay, that puts them in slightly more danger, but it also means... Okay. You'll be moving up here. So these guys will come through here. I will try and get over to this light fortification, and well, as reflex from combat mission where I don't have the mouse pointer, so I always do this with the mouse pointer, but you don't get to see the mouse pointer, so I always in combat mission, so I zoom in, and I don't have to. So I will go to these light fortifications here with these guys and try to fire at these guys from the back. Maybe that's where the T-26 will come in. Oh no, it's broken down. Oh, of course. Right. Sorry, I was being too optimistic there. I thought it'd be there in the next turn or two. Well, they suppressed one of our LMGs, but no losses. Yes, tank destroyed. They've been spotted though, we have to withdraw them the first chance we get, but yeah. Suppressed is not bad. Yeah. Now don't move those units from Artillery barrage, okay? Okay, retreated, that's great, that's what we want. I'm gonna destroy. Oh, they don't see it still though, so they're going to fire at the thing. Alright, that works for me. We need to delay them. We'll be getting more reinforcements soon. Well, I think we'll be moving our reinforcements to the, whatever this is, southern edge. Where is the south? Is this the south? Is this the west? I think it's the west. Actually, I don't like that view. Okay. Yeah, they're certainly amassing there. Oh, good. They've walked right into our... no. Well, our scouts are certainly holding their own. But they are losing it. Oh. Very good. Now let the tanks begin. There, we're dead. I hate when they give up. It's bloody nothing more I hate than my troops giving up. So I guess I sort of get that not a step backwards, sorry, thing. It's just annoying when your troops are sent there for a blocking detachment and they decide that blocking detachment is not the job they were destined to be doing and decide to move somewhere else. Why haven't you guys fired at that guy over there? That's great, our infantry's firing from ambush positions. Always nice to see. Okay then. Oh good. We get some target destroys there. Nicely done, artillery. More. Suppression is not enough. We need destruction. Destruction, please. Okay, well. And we've got some reinforcements which appear to be PT-7s. Which, as we all know, are the best tanks in the world at defending things because they are lightly armored and fast and have a relatively weak gun. These are the exact things that make them very good tanks for defensive roles. let's get this guy out of here. We can't. Oh crap. Let's see now. What can we do? Have we got any need for... That's an LMG. I guess you guys need some patching up. These guys managed to stop an enemy SDKFZ, which is always nice. And my throat is beginning to give out. That's interesting. So, Molotov cocktail, militia. Let's try that. 50%. And they're spotted.
Шлепнул одного!
That's a flamethrower. That is bad news. So if you don't manage to get rid of this flamethrower, you're probably done for.
Sanitäter!
Well, did work. One more, please. There we go.
Цель уничтожена!
So these guys are pretty cool, the Soviet Molotov cocktail militia. I don't know why I read that. The Molotov cocktail troops are great because they seem to have unlimited ammo. Because that's all they're good for, but still pretty useful. Please send in more of your troops that way. We will certainly take care of them. Let's see now. The T-26 is no longer broken down, so we can move up a little bit and maybe take care of these guys here. What else have we got? Yeah, the BT-7. It's like, I mean, that Suvorov stuff seems to be full of shit about the, I mean, whether, I guess, his stuff is full of shit or not, which I guess it is, about the Soviet army being prepared to attack because of these BT-7 tanks being, you know, fast on the highway and, you know, all that sort of stuff, being just prepared to attack. He's certainly right that their armor doesn't make them the best for defending things, and certainly their weak gun doesn't make them the best at shooting things. I mean, although it is a 45mm, I think, actually, now I think about it. So it's the same gun as everything else. Yeah, pretty sure that's a 45mm. Yeah, so once we get them into the fray here, they'll probably have a life expectancy of 1 turn, and then they will die.
Wir müssen den
Because that's life expectancy. There we go, they destroyed the guys, but we did manage to stop them a little bit more. They are firing at something. There we go. Our guys managed, well, they managed to fire off another
Не
volley,
удается!
but to no effect, which is unfortunate, at the very least. Okay, we got these guys. Now they're looking there at the factory. That's definitely a thing they want to capture, and it looks like they might be able to do that. Unfortunately, try as I might, I just don't have the troops to hold such a forward position. Honestly, I don't know how to hold it. Because all the troops inside of those buildings there, they are easily spotted, and once they're spotted, they can be fired at from anywhere else, wherever the enemy has units. So looks like they're firing at our guys here in the house. And that's annoying.
Санитар!
Yeah, good job retreating. Get him. Get him. Ah. There we go. Destroyed. Yeah, I like these blockades with Molotov cocktails. Seem to be doing a good job, but yeah, this factory, defending this factory with infantry and nothing very much with respect to guns and anti-tank stuff. Which is this huge horde of German armors. How did I do this? How would I actually do this? I have no answer for that. Let's see. what can we do? We can move up this guy. This guy can move up somewhere here. Can't do very much from here though, which is just as well. You guys move up. Move up. Maybe we should try and encircle with these guys. Try to get on the snow and around here, but then it's not like these guys are having any less trouble fighting us just 1-to-1 or whatever. So probably not. You. Okay. What have we got here? We've got here a mortar. It's gonna do some trouble, sue some trouble in there. Our Soviet rifle is in a bit of a pickle. Our LMG though, not very useful at this moment in time. These guys not very useful. The sniper can take out one of these. Sharpshooter. I like the sniper. The LMG. There we go. No, they run away. These guys are slightly too far away, but soon they'll be here. Unfortunately, we can't get any more reserves into that building, which is a shame. I'd love to get someone else in there. Oh well. Let's see now. I'm not going to waste a charge on you. You guys also lost your charges. How about here? You're fine. Okay. So let's put a charge on you. Alright. You move away. Actually, you're only... So we can... This is a return fire. Let's move you up here. Let's move you back here. Alright. Now, these guys are definitely not being used to the best of their abilities or to any advantage whatsoever, so let's try and move them out of here. Let's try and move you out as well. Do we have another truck? I can't load you right because you moved. That was a bit daft. But we can get another truck in here. We can move these guys back to where the main fighting is happening. I just noticed whoever decided to make white dots on the minimap represent my troops. Bad idea. White is not the color of troops on maps and things. Very good. These guys. That's our regular infantry, but they seem to be holding. Good, suppressed. We've suppressed them. With a bit of luck and a bit of work, we can remove them from... No, we can't. Because there's a horde of tanks, we can just fire at them, because they have nothing better to do. Yeah, retreat. That is the best thing we can do at this point. Oh, actually... There we go. Yeah, why have they retreated to where the enemy can see them? I don't get that. It's like the algorithm, I guess, is to look for hard cover, the nearest hard cover, but if the nearest hard cover just puts you next to the enemy, what's the point of that? Yeah. Anyways, there's a tank coming in here, which we need to take care of. And we can do that by placing this T-26 over here. Finally some use out of you. Let's move you back here. You are... okay. You are full health for everything. Okay. You can fire here. Great.
Scharfschütze!
You can fire... I think this is another occasion for smoke. Smoke here-ish. More ah, great. I'm being fired on from here. Now the question is whether this will work.
Санитар! Санитар!
Alright. Right, I'm leaving that T-26 over there so that when the enemy comes in, comes around the corner, we will just be able to put a shot in it. Whether that will work or not is questionable. But it's something to try. Now let's move you here, let's move you here. Let's move you in here, and let's move out. More infantry on the way. Okay. They don't seem to be moving through here now. We might want to withdraw even further. Yeah. But, yeah, let's leave some guys there anyway. Yeah, let's move this guy here. And here. Let's move these guys here. And here. Because the militia would be better suited for fighting off enemy infantry. Well, if you try to move this truck through here, that might not be a good idea at all. Yeah. So, actually I'd have to say, last time I played this game, I played this particular mission, I was doing much better and I still bloody lost. Well, almost. I guess like technically I survived the scenario, but I was like left with no units at the end. At least I'm doing slightly better on that front, I think. That I'm not losing so many troops, but yeah. Oh, you don't have tank charges. That's bad. I wish I can swap you. Okay. You have anti-tank charges. No.
Не высовываться!
That's bullshit. I mean, I was 60%, right, so it's not much better than a coin flip, but still, I mean, I've done so many of these assaults, nothing.
Насильно отстреливают!
Yeah,
Давай!
what's that? And they see me swapping, that's just lame. Anyways. Right, so they're moving through there, we can see them clearing the road ahead of them.
Не высовываться!
Alright, infantry is suppressed a bit more here. Yep. I think we're going to have to say goodbye to the factory right now. Yeah. Oh, ambush, that's great. A huge pile of German equipment, and they get ambushed right there, because I didn't see the particular tank that's firing at me. That's probably not very useful to them, but it's like adding insult to injury, basically. As far as I'm concerned. Anyways, what can we do? Well, I guess we can start bombarding this position. Guess we can also give you guys your charges and give you some more morale so that you can try another one of those 60% assaults.
Санитар!
Repulsed. Bye. Yep. If I move you here... Nope. Nope. Alright. Let's try that. Let's try moving it through here. Maybe I'll get one of you guys back here. So maybe we can at least stop you from breaking through. Yeah, so they must be here, because we've seen them clearing up the road. Oh, I should have used that on you. Okay. Let's see now. Well, we can move you somewhere here. I think that's clear. It didn't get spotted. Good job. The other truck, though, probably need to move back here, because I'm pretty sure that this crossroad here is going to be dangerous territory at the moment. No more reinforcements for us, and 7 more turns to survive. There we go. Get them.
Wir liegen unter schwerem Beschuss.
Yep, they picked up the factory, so we're 1 gold star short, whatever happens. Our sniper seems to be under fire. Well, we can start withdrawing. I say we can start withdrawing from there like we've got anyone there to withdraw, but... Yeah, Soviet militia is just terrible troops.
Товарищ!
Didn't manage to get them and destroy. Well, lame. Our brigade is gone now. That's kind of how it goes. Engineers. Can we get the German MG34, I wonder? Okay. Now we do have stuff to withdraw, so we will do that. We will certainly try withdrawing to our next line of defense. And we're going to have to do something similar here with these guys. We're going to have to set up another blocking detachment, or another blockade. Alright. Let's see. MG34. There we go. Go on. Maybe we'll be able to get a gold star for the units we destroy. Now these guys are fine, except that they are routed. You can get yourself patched up. Let's get you here. I don't think they'll be going through there anytime soon. Yeah, you no longer going there. You are staying here. There we go. That's a relatively good position, because they have to approach us very closely to do anything about the blockade, so they shouldn't be able to just break the blockade. Alright. You. Let's try and move you here. Hopefully don't get spotted. Great, didn't. So hopefully they'll continue firing there. And we can maybe catch your infantry off guard. The mortar we have to move, because they're too close to the enemy. Let's remove that. Let's see. If we go here, yeah, we can put some shots in there. And let's withdraw. Okay, you can't do anything from here. I think that's our best bet. I think that's what we're going to do for now. going to try and put some shots in that infantry, because I think if I go around here, I'm just going to get stuck with this Panzer 3J. We're not going to hit it, it's going to hit us back, and we're going to lose a tank. American doctrine says tanks are not there to fight other tanks, so let's do that, according to the American doctrine. There we go, at least it used to say that. I don't know what it says now, to be honest. Anyways, that should be our turn, I think. 6 turns remaining, we're holding 7 VPs. Let's hope we hold them. Let's try at least destroy those 30 bloody units. Yeah. How do they bloody do that? Firing on the move at our stationary tanks. They just, well, I guess they're not stationary, I guess they're moving as well, but... Oh, how did you see that sniper? Dead, yeah. Bad stuff happening. I guess I was supposed to remove the sniper as well, but I chose to get rid of that machine gun. Sort of greedy, I guess. Come on! Come on. Destroy some units! Get them! Well, I guess not. I don't know. There we go.
Цель уничтожена!
You're not going to move in that case. That's a Panzer II. Technically we could attack it, but... Go. Ambush fire on those guys. Try it again. Good. Not spotted. Another unit
одного!
down in the dust. Let's move you guys up here. No, what? No. No. Cheating. Okay, anyways, you guys seem to have gotten back up. It's great. Let's move you... Actually, let's leave you here. Okay, you can move up here. You can move up here. Actually, you can move up here. Shit. Yeah, no, that was a bad idea as well. I wish I could spot bad ideas like before I did them. That would be great. That would be great. But alas, it is beyond my capabilities. Mortar will just give me some more of that stuff that I need mortars for. Smoke, there we go, that's the word, smoke. But everyone seems to be fine apart from them. And these guys have a bit of a low morale, so let's give them a special boost. And that's it. 5 more turns, and that's the situation we're in.
Sanitäter!
Oh, good. As these guys move up, our light machine gun gets rid of them. Oh, man. Oh, no, our anti-aircraft gun gets rid of them. Good, another tank down the drain for them. Now he's letting his infantry move away, which is probably smart. But like I said, it's... Oh, great. Yeah. No, I didn't. And our militia is just not doing a great job against them. I guess I left this place too weak. Ah, that's not fair. You shouldn't be able to do that at all. Okay, let's move these guys up at least. Huh, tough. tough. Okay, you guys. Move you here. Move you here. I guess I'll get that bloody truck back. And pack you guys up. Great. That's what I need. Redeployment in the middle of a tight spot. What have we got here? You move here. We'll move you even further there when we have the opportunity, but it might be we might lose that point there. I guess it's a possibility as well. Nothing really for us to do here except some mortar fire. Now I don't know where the enemy infantry is, but I'm guessing it's somewhere here, so let's just do blind firing over there.
Müssen in Deckung bleiben.
Yep.
In Deckung bleiben.
Got them. Don't know what happened there, but certainly something. Now, 4 turns, we need to destroy 4 more units for Gold Star. We're probably going to destroy 6 more tanks. I honestly...
Angetroffen.
I have really just no idea how to do that. They got our anti-aircraft gun.
Wir liegen unter Schwerem.
Don't get suppressed. That's an order.
Ziel ausgeschaltet.
Great. Now we have the upper hand there. Ah, deflected. No. No.
Sunny.
Now you guys have a bit of a tough thing to do. Ah, there we go.
Шляпнул одного.
Another unit down. Kind of wondering what distance can you fire at? You can fire there, okay. So I think we're gonna have to move you here and hope that. Oh god, that was stressful. Try and get this guy. No! No. You don't see me. That's not going to... You're not going to fire at me. Now, you guys have 1 guy, you guys have 2 guys. Let's try and get here. There we go.
Шляпнул одного.
2 more units for Gold Star. Assuming we win anyway, but... Oh, cool. 1 more unit. Yeah, whatever. Goodbye. Let's see now. You can fire at this guy.
Sunny.
Come on.
Unter Schwerem. Hol mich hier raus.
Cheat. Okay, mount up. Let's get you in here. And let's do the other thing that is not mounting up. A bit too far. Don't get spotted. There we go. 10% chance of not getting killed there. You probably can't get out of there, so let's leave you there. You'll just be more trouble to the enemy. You're fine. You're not fine. Okay. Ah, gosh. Alright, let's try that. Actually, you move this there. I mean, yeah, you rotate. Take the place still. There we go. Another unit. I think that's a Gold Star, yes. 30 units. 1 achievement at least. We'll not get the tank one and we'll not get the VP one, but we'll get 1. Alright. certainly not going to redo it just to see the other achievement, just to get the other achievements.
Wir müssen in Deckung bleiben.
I don't like the way. So there's a little problem I've noticed some tactical games where they can turn into sort of like a puzzle game where you have to you have 16 turns and you have to get these back out, and yeah, so you're going to have to replay the mission over and over again until you get the puzzle right. Oh, what? They gave up. What the hell? They just got there. I mean, that was my reinforcements. Bloody hell.
Wir liegen unter schwerem Beschuss.
Okay. Let's try that. You're doing fine. So contrary to Soviet doctrine, let's get you to a spot that needs help. At this point, that's winning currently.
Wir sind verloren.
Now stop retreating and die.
Wir sind verloren.
Are you fine? Can I do anything to help you guys out? Nope. 2 turns remaining. Well, let's just leave it here. You're fine. These guys are surprisingly sturdy here. Luck of the draw, I guess.
Nicht schießen.
Got another one.
Наш убит!
Let's move you here. Let's patch you up, because you deserve it. And let's see what happens next. Alright. Actually, if you put this infantry here, you'll probably lose a mortar, but that's fine too. It's just what happens sometimes. I'm kind of curious whether I could move here and fire here, but I'm also terrified of doing that, so let's not do that. Anyways. Oh, good job, you destroyed one of those. Yeah, my truck, oh no! I mean, yeah. Wow. My infantry is doing very bad taking care of
Wir liegen
enemy
unter schwerem Beschuss.
units.
Не высовываться!
Suppressed and about to die.
Санитар! Санитар!
Yeah, probably gonna lose that one. I'm not gonna lie. Just like that. But that's gonna be the case. Still, as long as we win the engagement, I'm going to be pretty happy. Oh, suppressed again. That guy going through there again. No dice. Yeah, we're just going to leave that guy there. Can we get you up? Can we get you to do anything interesting? It's a gentleman MG. There we go. Can do that.
Шляпнул одного! Носилки!
7 tanks destroyed. Still not enough though. There we go. Ba-doom. 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 Nothing. Alright. So. Soviet militia here. Not doing so great. Heavy damage. What's the damage? Weapons disabled! Alright, that is the best kind of heavy damage. Okay, this might be... This might work. This might work. I'm surprised, but it might work. Okay, let's move here. What's that? That's German infantry. Let's try and get them.
Mann getroffen. Wir müssen in Deckung bleiben.
Yep, Deckung bleiben. Alright, 1 turn remaining. Probably not gonna get those tanks, but yeah. Oh, crap. Heavy damage. immobilized. We can demobilize. We can't, but
Mann,
it's better than nothing. Weapons disabled is the worst thing that can happen to a tank as far as I can. There we go, another one. And we're dead. Dead. Oh, we're not dead yet. They took that point though. Got 2 enemy tanks though. Unless that is extremely lucky. Ah, come on. Get your own. Yeah, T-26, although it did survive surprisingly long, it did do some damage here and there, I think, to some infantry. We destroyed something.
Sami!
Come on, destroy a tank. Then we have a fighting chance for another tank.
Wir müssen in Deckung bleiben.
Nope. We held the city! Barely. Objective complete. Alright. Well, okay, so the enemy lost 13 infantry, we lost 20 infantry, they lost 8 armor, we lost 6 armor, which ours isn't armor exactly, they lost 12 half-tracks, which is amazingly a lot, but we've lost a lot of support and wheeled vehicles, of which they only lost 1, and we get 1 gold star. Yay, gold star. This one is hard. This one is extremely hard with the equipment you've been given. I honestly don't know how to do it. I'm like thinking about ways where you could sort of achieve superiority, but there isn't really any way to achieve superiority. You're basically defending, you're basically reacting all the time. Anyway, all the half-tracks we destroyed 1 Panzer III, we destroyed 3 Panzer IIIJs, that's a Panzer IIIF apparently, a Panzer II we destroyed, an IETRAD we destroyed, a couple of Panzer IVs, so we didn't do so badly, we destroyed quite some of their heavy hitters actually. Yeah, but we lost all of our AT guns. We lost all of our tanks. Well, not all of our tanks. We lost 1 of our BT tanks and all of the stuff we came in with, and a T-26 as well. Trucks, I don't count as units that we lost because, well, they're trucks. They're meant to die in various stupid ways, although they can be quite useful in some scenarios. This one's not it. Alright, and that's it. That's our losses. And that's the battle. So, wow, 1 hour and 40 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's certainly been an interesting battle for me, and let's hope I get to post this on YouTube or something, and there we go. Right, so see you guys when we tackle the next battle, which is Moscow is behind us, which I thought is what was happening right now, but apparently not. Alright, see you then.